Hello everyone, welcome to a DSP video. This one is going to be a slightly different video, but I wanted to talk about Darks Fidil's marathon stream because there's a few things that kind of raised some flags to me over the course of this marathon happening. I don't know if this is necessarily the best pre-stream to use, but I'll just use it anyway because the one I was trying to look for might have happened like months ago, like around the time he started to talk about doing a marathon stream. The initial proposal for the marathon was to do platforming marathon, speedrunning marathon, that kind of stuff. He had like specific themes in mind, like I'm gonna maybe do Donkey Kong Country, other platformers I didn't play, this and that. And I was thinking to myself, like, this is actually a solid idea that he had of doing like a platforming marathon or a marathon of speedrunning or whatever. And those ideas kind of I thought was a solid idea, but he never really done anything with it. He just kind of over the course of months to weeks, that idea just kind of changed, and it seemed to me like he had no confidence at all in his initial plan. Because I think what happened, and it kind of goes into my point I'm gonna talk about later in this video, but I think he started to not have confidence in the idea, and he was worried if I play games that my viewers don't know about, they're not going to participate and they're not going to contribute, they're not going to give me money for it. Because it goes in with what he tells us every time when someone says, "Are you going to play this game?" I don't think it's going to get any attention, man. I want to play games that people are going to come in and watch. So, like, if you ask him, for example, "Hey, Phil, are you going to play Octopath Traveler?" No, that game came out last year and I was busy with Persona 5. I cannot play a JRPG right now, okay? It's too much. Blah, blah, blah. It would kill his fan base, which doesn't make sense because he wants a game like Dragon Quest XI, but doesn't want to play a game that's in the same genre as Dragon Quest XI, but... Okay, that's a whole other video right there, but... Yeah, he had this idea of doing this, and then he started to kind of cold feet and lost confidence in it because he started to wonder: are people going to show up to a platforming marathon, and are they going to contribute? Are they going to participate? So he decided to kind of mend the marathon to what his viewers want, and to me, I would say that if you're doing a marathon, I kinda would not ask the stream viewer what they would want to see in the marathon that much. Because the thing is that these stream viewers might be there for a portion of the stream, but not the whole stream. Because he was doing like a 10-hour, 12-hour marathon or whatever the fuck. And he wanted his stream viewers that showed up for like 2 hours to decide what he's gonna play in the marathon. It just didn't make sense to me, and I was like, why not just do a marathon that you want to do and just hope for the best? Like, it just doesn't make sense to go with what the stream chat wants because they might not be there for the whole stream. But whatever.
For one, we're going to have my special retrospective event. At some point, I'm going to be
Um,
doing a marathon of some sort in March. And I'm still taking suggestions, all right, as to what the marathon should be. And, I'm open to suggestions in that regard. Of what games I should play during the marathon. However, from all the input and suggestions I've gotten, most people are telling me this marathon should be positive games that
so people told him that the marathon should be positive games.
when I play, I'm going to enjoy them. It's going to be
Like, the thing that's weird that I've noticed with DSP this year, and I just don't get it, is he has been forcing positivity on his streams, and this isn't like, oh, he's in a good mood, he's trying to be in a good mood. It's not even that. Like, if you look at the outros of his streams on a slow day, he doesn't say, "Oh, today's slow," like he always does. Last year, like every year, pretty much. I mean, he established a fucking relationship between having a slow day and then going on like a depressed rant at the end, saying, oh, today's been pretty slow, man. Like, look at the Kingdom Hearts 3 stream, just as a reference. Look at that. And look at, Devil May Cry 5 to a degree, and some other games. Like, he just would outright tell you it's a slow day. But I've been noticing most of the time now, he has been literally telling us, like, he can make $1, let's say. Today's been pretty good on contributions, dude. Today's been a good day. Pause the stream. Oh, great day. And then he would push it even more on Twitter. Uh, and it's just like he doesn't have to fake positivity to be positive. I just don't understand. Like, maybe what he should just do is not mention how much money he makes at the end of streams. Like, but the thing is that he associates all these weird words with money that no matter what he says, we'll just assume he's talking about money. He associates participation, interactivity, slow, fast, good, busy, whatever, by making money. So almost everything is associated about making money, but they're weasel words. So if someone calls him out on it, says, "No, man, I'm talking about the chat. The chat's been pretty fast, man. It's been pretty interactive. I've been talking to the chat. I've been looking at the chat. I've been talking to people," and that's totally ignoring that. Oh, maybe that he was talking about money most of the time. Oh, participation? You're talking about money? No, man. People have been participating by just talking in the stream. But people can talk in the stream all day with zero money interaction, like zero money put in into his streams, and he would say it's a slow day, not a lot of interaction today, no one's participating. But it's like, well, no, people are participating. They're just not giving him money. It's just very weird, and he established all of it. So he kind of put himself against the wall by just talking about money with weasel words. So he kind of fucked himself on that. So he kind of just might as well just talk about how a day is slow. I mean, you already know he talks about money all the time. It's just it's too late to kind of backtrack on the oh well I made participation part of money. It's kind of too late for that. But whatever.
Positive experience to watch because keep in mind this marathon, the whole point of it is going to be to try to
But I
raise.
also like that if he's not happy, no one is happy. So like if he's raging, you cannot possibly you as the viewer cannot possibly be positive. If he's negative, you're negative, which makes no fucking sense. Just because like I've raged at a lot of games, even on stream I fucking rage. That doesn't mean that my viewers magically become negative Nancy's. I mean, the most that people will do is say, "Wow, man, calm down," or "Whoa, wow, yeah, get wrecked," or whatever. That the usual shit. That doesn't really necessarily mean they're negative. It just means that they're just like laughing at what's going on, and and you have to be somewhat at least be self aware about it and say, yeah, this is kind of fucking funny that I'm raging at a video game because it's a video game. You rage is fine. It's a human emotion. But when you start getting like so insecure about your own rage, it's kind of when people turn on you about it because it shows insecurity. You start looking like a bitch, pretty much like the game is shitty, man. The game's fucked up, man. It's not me. I'm not raging. I'm being fucking positive. This game, Sekiro, is a piece of shit, dude. Sekiro is body me, and it's not fun. That shit makes you look like a bitch. Not saying, oh yeah, man, this is so fucking annoying. Oh fuck this, man. Oh fuck, and then just be like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes you have to deal with the rage you get. Sometimes when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. But if you just fucking get to the point where you are afraid to even touch a game that you rage at, I think you should just not play video games at that point. Because, like, I mean, think about it. He cannot play a game that causes him rage in a marathon. Why?
Funds via tips to help with pay my taxes in April. Okay, so obviously, if I'm trying to raise funds to pay taxes in April, I should be doing something positive, not something that's I'm causing rage constantly.
But he makes a lot of money when he rages. That's why he's like fucking Dark Souls and Sekiro are such profitable playthroughs. They're not profitable because DSP has a face cam and notifications enabled for only cheers for now. He gets money because he fucking rages. I guarantee the reason why Sekiro is getting a lot of fucking money is people that want to support the lol cow, so they can always have a person to laugh at. They're not giving that much money. I mean, the only ones that are giving him a lot of money genuinely are Hank Duma and what's that guy's name? The guy who I never heard of before, Sabuka. But okay. But everyone else that kind of tips and all that shit during that are literally people that just want to support the lol cow. They want to keep their well of laughter alive and well, pretty much, and that's really all it is. That's kind of also why I don't give a fuck about troll cheers or troll tips anymore, because at this point these people just want their little clown to be alive and well. I mean, it's kind of why I call him a fucking whore. Like, you have these rich people that might have a sexy wife. They're like, oh yeah, this my wife's sexy. But then they go off and they see a mistress or a whore off the street, and they're just flinging money because it's that satisfaction of, oh, this is dirty. Oh man, whatever. And they get that with DSP content. They watch like talented people or whatever, or people that are actually enjoyable to watch. Then they go to DSP, Wings, LTG, all these other people, and they fling them money because they just like it. They love to see a horde duel dance for them, and that's pretty much all it is. Uh, but he thinks that if he's positive all the time, that's when he gets the money. If he's negative and raging, no one's gonna tip it or donate. Really? Really? Is that why you've been playing fucking Dark Souls every year? Okay, sure.
And something that's not very entertaining to the audience. You see what I mean?
How is Rage not entertaining? Literally, like, Soul Calibur 6 is the only game, was the only game that got a consistent viewer count. Think about that. During that time when he was playing all these games, he would average like 300, 400 views, sometimes 500. He played Soul Calibur 6 online, and he pulled in like 500 to 600. And that game got shelved immediately because people watched it for the rage. But if he was smart, he would realize that these people who are going to watch him are putting him higher on the directory and are getting more people to come and check him out. Not everyone in that viewer count might, not all of them were trolls probably. Some of them could have been newbies that are just like, oh man, look at this guy. Whatever. But he doesn't want to exploit that situation. He would much rather exploit his victimhood, Cat's victimhood, and his tax situation before he could exploit people watching him for rage. Think about that. Think about that. He would much rather exploit stuff that's more personal than stuff that's just dumb shit to exploit. Think about that. He would much rather draw up drama around people being mean to Cat than him playing Soul Calibur 6. He would much rather drum up people to give him money over his taxes than playing Soul Calibur 6. Why is he so retarded about this? Out of all the things he could exploit to make money, he exploits the things that he shouldn't exploit, and the things that he doesn't. The closest thing he exploits is Dark Souls. That's literally the only thing he goes into exploit because he wants to get that well of Dark Souls viewers to come to his streams. I don't know why he doesn't see that with fighting games, Soul Calibur 6, Dragon Ball Fighters, all of that. No, fuck that negativity. I want the Dark Souls negativity to follow me. Not those. Okay.
Um, so
So,
yes, that
yes.
is
So,
some of the
yes.
stuff you can expect in March, and I'm strongly considering beginning my Shenmue 2 playthrough in March.
Okay. Alright. So there's that. We can watch a little bit of the special announcement. Somewhere
What is going
here.
on, everyone who watches DSP Gaming on YouTube? I'm Darkside Phil, obviously, and I'm the person who creates all the content for this channel. A day off from me when I am live streaming. A day off is March M Pacific time. Retro some Modern Warfare. I'm even going to do a segment on just putting out the videos. And he's stating that by the end of this day, basically the way he's explained and everything that is make or break for me, because depending on how much I can raise. So, in all honesty, this Saturday is make or break for me.
This Saturday is make or break for me. Keep that in your mind. Lock it in. Take this information, lock it in, say yes, he told us. He told us this.
This Saturday's marathon, how it goes, is make or break for me, because depending on how much I can raise during this special event is going to determine how much of my taxes I can actually pay, and basically get me as far out of a bad situation as possible. Because depending on how much I can raise during this special event is going to determine how much of my taxes I can actually pay, and basically get me as far out of a bad situation as possible. It's very possible that if I can't pay off all the taxes, that there's going to be massive amounts of fees and interest that are going to make it basically almost impossible for me to pay, to the point where this year...
Fees and interest. Well, guess what? Wrong. Apparently he gets like a little slap on the wrist. He got nothing wrong, nothing bad. It's all good.
Here, it's going to be such a burden on me financially that I may actually have to sell my house and leave this awesome place where for the past...
Sell his house, dude. He's totally gonna sell his house. Totally. I believe that.
The point where this year, it's going to be such a burden on me financially that I may actually have to sell my house and leave.
You know what's kind of funny about this? He told us this last year. This year, 2018. It could be the last year I could be in this awesome house. You don't want me to sell the house. But now it's this year. Man, I wonder if next year we're gonna have the same story.
Leave this awesome place where for the past 5 years I've been making videos and streams and doing what I love. Kat and I, my girlfriend, who's been with me for over a year now.
She gets the point now.
Love this home. We've built a life.
He knows about the thumb.
I worked my ass off to earn this house through
oh
years
shit!
And years
Now
of
he's
hard
giving
work,
him the
and
thumb.
I busted my ass for the past 5 years.
I like how he did this, and he's like, "Oh wait, I did it too hard, dude."
To afford to stay here, and they're aware of how important it is. And I'm very sure that people are going to come out. And that I'm doing this is because my Twitch stream viewers already are well aware this event is going to happen, and they're aware of how important it is.
And guess what? Everyone that gave him money during that stream were Twitch viewers. Man, it's almost like the YouTube audience doesn't give a fuck.
And I'm very sure that people are going to come out and be supportive. But you guys, the YouTube viewers, for the most part, you don't know about this stuff that happens behind the scenes unless I talk about it randomly in a gameplay video, which does a lot of funds. This coming Saturday, I may have to sell my house and leave.
If I don't get a lot of funds this coming Saturday
here and go to a small apartment with worse internet, which means less streaming or worse streaming, no nice office with soundproofing foam and everything behind.
Now, I like how he says he has to go straight to a apartment. Can it? I'm sure there's a cheap, well, maybe not as cheap as an apartment, but cheap, like, house he could move into, I'm sure that those exist.
I mean, you can't do this kind of stuff when you rent, because if you destroy the wall when you rent, now you're responsible for it and fixing it and everything. So, I'm just...
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, that soundproofing foam, dude, if he takes that off, the wall comes off with it, man. It's terrible. There used to be a wall right here, by the way. Right here, there used to be a wall, but I decided to put fucking soundproofing foam. We had to get rid of it. You had to tear it all down, because the soundproofing foam was that strong. It was that strong on the wall. It took it all down. It fucked up the house, man. Fucked it up. I did that when I was like 10 years old. My dad fucking was upset with me about it because he's like, I love that wall, Theo. Now we have to tear it down. Fucking idiot. And I was like, oh, sorry, daddy. And then, it was never the same after that. I mean, this room was... But I was dumb enough to put soundproofing foam because obviously that happens, right?
I don't want to have to leave, I don't. I love this place. I really worked my butt off to be here. So, as you, the YouTube viewers, there's two things you can do to help. Number one, you can attend this
One.
Saturday's stream. Check out the actual stream at my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/darksidephil. I'll be streaming 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on March 23rd. Come by, say hello, and
Say
contribute
hello.
if you at all can. All right, it's going to be via tips, meaning the sending funds to my PayPal, and that allows me to contribute and help me out in this situation is to tip me, because you tip me via sending funds to my PayPal, and that allows me to have those funds right away and put those funds toward my taxes. I appreciate the fact that despite the fact that YouTube makes you even say you can't watch the live streams, you could either leave your name in a message or find out who I am or whatever. YouTube viewers, people who only be a very stressful, negative thing that honestly, all kinds of less streaming because I have to move and figure stuff out. It's not going to be good.
Okay. I thought he was gonna talk about the marathon here, but he doesn't. Whoops. So now we go to this. Now we're not gonna watch the whole thing because that would be insane. But we could jump
All right,
around.
so ladies and gentlemen, DSP here.
Wait, what?
All right, so ladies and gentlemen,
Let's slow that down for a sec. We must slow it down. Science time, guys, and we're gonna put closed captioning on.
all right, so ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, you did say gentlemen, but it didn't sound like gentlemen. It sounded like gentlemen.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen,
Gentlemen.
DSP here, and I just want to say thanks. You know, right now I'm still recording at 720p. I'm not at 1080p quality or anything. I apologize for that. But what I want to do is just take my final 12 straight hours of streaming. My voice is strained.
Sounds the same to me, buddy. Now the whole stream, literally no one topped Super Blind Man. The whole fucking stream. And you might say, but Theo, oh shit, you don't see it. You don't need to see it. But you might say, but Theo, in this total tips, he has $893. Well, funny you say that. The reason why at $893 is not because people donated over $100. The dollars all added up because people could donate $1, $10, $20, 30, 40, 50. Not a lot of people tipped over $110. Literally no one tipped over that. So the whole stream was pretty much a failure. It was a failure. Maybe, and the thing is that I, as the stream was going on, I was like, this stream's going pretty average. It's okay, but we're gonna go up to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter, guys, and let's just watch this.
I will say this, guys. The marathon is almost over. Probably another 2 to 2.5 hours. If you've been holding contributions, like, oh, I want to wait for the end, now would be the time. Blackout is the last game. So I would appreciate that because, I am trying to raise as much as possible. And I know maybe some people are holding out. If they're not, that's fine. I'm just saying, if some people are like, oh, I'm going to surprise them last minute, now would be a good time.
I love that laugh. Actually, this is the Mr. Hot Stuff video. Mr. Hot Stuff did a pretty good job, but let's watch this.
If you guys really want to help me, please tip me. I understand, a lot of people are cheering, subbing, and tipping today. That's great. Tipping is the way to go. Tipping is the way to help me out the most. I'm very grateful for what I've raised so far, but being very frank, I need a hell of a lot more to really help me out with this situation.
I need a hell of a lot more. Now he has this belief. Oh, the marathon was successful, man. People came out, they supported me. It worked out. It was great. Positive. But he ignores. I just like that. Even during the marathon, he forgot he said these little mini rants. Apparently, it is so great how he fucking twisted the entire event, and he claims that the detractors are spinning it to say that it was negative and yeah. But people were just literally looking at the number, and even actually, I'm gonna go even before that. People were freaking out in a way. I mean, and I'm not trying to be mean, by the way. But people were like, oh my god, he's making over $300, guys. Oh my god, this marathon is actually working. He's getting all this money. Blah blah blah. Like people were kind were like already kind of saying that this was pretty much a success. But then we get these little rants here throughout the course of the marathon of saying, I need a hell of a lot more, I need a hell of a lot more, I need a hell of a lot more. And then he goes out of his way at the very end to say, this is a successful stream, very positive, very good. And then he goes out of his way again to say that the detractors were making it out to be negative. The detractors were saying it was positive and successful in the beginning. The only reason why detractors started to change their tune and saying that it was a failure were because of these little mini rants. And he also slipped up and told us another thing that told us how much he was looking for as well, which is again like it's like DSP does not understand when he does these little mini rants. It kind of shows us what he's really thinking about his contributions. Like, look, I need a hell of a lot more. How is it successful if you're saying you need a hell of a lot more?
Situation I have. So here's hoping in the next 3.5 hours we'll see some progress. I don't know if we will, but I'm still grateful for whatever I get today, okay? Tipping me, there's 2 ways to do it.
He's still grateful. There's the weasel word. He's still grateful. But if he was still grateful, then he wouldn't have needed to tell us that he needs hell of a lot more, right?
There's a tip jar button, or just type !tip into the stream chat. I would ask the mods at this point, if there's an incredibly long follower mode, let's remove it. People were telling me there was a month follower mode on. That's way too fucking much. I don't know why you guys put it on that. Please take it off of that. All right. You know, people are complaining to me. I'm like, I didn't put it on that.
Dude, the fucking mods are fucking trolls. They're all fucking butt buddies with each other. Like, I have never seen a mod staff where the mods want to fuck each other, pretty much. Like, Swaggins has a thing going on with the Hopper, he has a thing going on with John C. the Third. I'm surprised Quinn isn't involved. I mean, Quinn might have a secret thing going on, maybe. Maybe he's like a new entry in the butt parade, but it makes no fucking sense. I've never seen mods that that talk to each other like they're fucking butt buddies. Hey, the Hopper, what's up, man? Oh, yeah, the Hopper, oh, yeah, fucking, egg gang, right? Fucking Tevin memes and nonsense. And I'm just looking at this, I'm like, why are these people mods? Like, out of all the mods, like, N55, you know, he's kind of a cuck in his own way, but he at least kind of does stuff, I guess. I don't know. He's at least less of a butt buddy than fucking John C. the Third and fucking the Hopper and Swaggins. All three of them can, like jerk each other off. And this is the guy that shits on the SOK for being circle jerking assholes, and all of this. Actually, the detractors. He also said the detractors circle jerk each other as well. But his mods literally like jerk each other off and don't even mod because they're busy sucking each other off. Okay.
I don't even know how to do that. So please, let's.
How does he not know how to do that? Didn't he do it one time? Whatever.
Down here, okay? If you guys really want to help me, please tip me. I understand, you know.
And let's watch this.
I will say this, guys. The marathon is almost.
Ooh, look at those eyes. Look at the eyes.
I will say this, guys. The marathon is almost over. Probably not.
The last time I seen him do those eyes was looking at a fucking burger. he gave it the burger eyes.
2 to 2.5 hours. If you've been holding contributions, like, oh, I want to wait for the end, now would be the time.
Holding contributions, dude. Who fucking does that? Hey man, I like this guy's content. I'm not gonna give my money yet. He needs to do a particular little dance for me, then I'll give him my money. What? This is like the mentality of a person who like started streaming and started like to make money streaming. That's like the mentality of that person. But he's been streaming for like what, 9 years or whatever the fuck, and he still thinks that he has to do a particular thing to get people to give him money. He still doesn't get. You know what? This is like fucking Devil May Cry 3. You know when Virgil, he's like, I need more power. I need power. Why is Dante so strong? I need power. And Dante's like, you still don't get it? Wow, you're a fucking idiot, Virgil. Fuck you, dumbass. That's pretty much DSP. DSP is Virgil. Replace power with money. I need more money. Someone should take that cutscene from Devil May Cry 3, put DSP's face. Well, actually, no, that might be too much work because, well, yeah, I guess you kind of could do it, but it'd be a lot of work. But find a way, whatever. Have DSP's face over Virgil's, and where he says, "I need more power." Take that scene, replace it with money. There you go. That's DSP. He needs more money. So our souls are at odds, guys. My soul is telling me that I need more money. There you go. He's telling that to his fans. His fans are like, DSP, don't you have enough money? My soul is telling me that you're good. Our souls are at odds, fans. My soul is telling me that I need more money. Okay? Sound good? Sounds good to me.
Blackout is the last game, so I would appreciate that because, you know, I am trying to raise as much as possible, and I know maybe some people are holding out. If they're not, that's fine. I'm just saying, if some people are like, oh, I'm going to surprise them last minute.
Surprise them last minute.
Now would be a good time. I'm trying to maintain positivity here today. You know, I was trying to raise a lot of money. I did raise a good amount, but no.
I was trying to hold up.
I'm trying to maintain positivity here today. You know, I was trying
maintain positivity. I'm trying to be fucking positive, guys, and you need to give me goddamn money right now. This is like a low-key threat. He is literally threatening his fan. I'm trying to hold positivity, guys. You don't. Dude, he is Virgil and the Hulk. You don't want to see me when I have to beg, guys. Come on, you don't want to see me when I'm not positive. Oh my god, this clip and the fucking vlog of him talking about how the detractors wanted to kill him over bots or whatever the fuck he was ranting about are my two favorite things in life.
I know maybe some people are holding out. If they're not, that's fine. I'm just saying, if some people are like, oh, I'm going to surprise them last minute.
Surprise them last... That, I cannot get over it. Oh man, I can't get over it that he literally thinks his fans, like he said that to his fans. I'm going to surprise him last minute. This is like a kid, like, oh my god.
Now would be a good time. I'm trying to maintain positivity here today. You know, I was trying to raise a lot of money. I did raise a good amount, but nowhere near, you know, what I was hoping to get for these taxes. So anything is appreciated. Okay, guys? All right, thank you.
Everything's appreciative.
I will say this, guy.
Everything's appreciative. I'm trying to maintain positivity. The guys might be saying it might be surprising me, doing a little dance, this little surprise dance, this little Hillary Clinton dance. Dude, I think Hillary's a little more genuine than DSP is.
John C. III, he was banned because he was a troll. He was.
Wait, what?
I'm trying to.
No, not that one. There's another clip.
Enjoying the stream. I think you should do 10-hour streams every day. Yeah, the problem is I can't. I don't have the stamina to do it, you know? Like today, I just...
Dude, he could barely do fucking 2-hour streams. You want him to do more 10-hour streams?
Sleep prepare. I got extra sleep to do it and everything.
Dude. Extra sleep, dude.
Like, what I was hoping... I mean, this is being honest.
Here we go. Oh, shit. Jack, no. Why is Jack doing this to me, guys? Jack? God damn it. God damn it, Jack. This isn't Twitch OBS. You can do it. You can do it. I have to scroll all the way down again. It feels bad, man. Here it is. This has to be it.
Like, what I was hoping, I mean, this is being honest, was to hopefully... Now, keep in mind, today is not the end of it. I have until the middle of April. What I was hoping, I mean, this is being honest,
He was hoping.
was to hopefully now. Keep in mind, today is not the end of it. I have until the middle of April.
But I thought Saturday was do or die. You know, maybe what he shouldn't have done. Oh, I'm gonna go. This is a little crazy. Maybe he shouldn't say Saturday was do or die. Hyped it up as the only time. Whatever happens, happens. You know, he has to do it on that Saturday. Whatever. Maybe instead of doing that shit, he should have just said, "We're doing a marathon. It's a special marathon." And just leaving it at that instead of doing this dumb shit of, well, guys, it's do or die. This is it. This is it. This dream is it.
But I was hoping to raise about $4,000 to $5,000 to put additional towards the taxes, and then I need to pay my tax guy $1,250 to do my taxes. So I was hoping to raise between, say, $4,000 to $6,000 between now and tax time to put towards it. But we'll see how much I can actually make between then and now.
So he moved the goalpost. I think it's somewhere even before Blackout. He said that too. People might not have caught it, but he did say that he moved the goalpost to today's whatever. But we have now until tax time to make the money. So then why the fuck were you freaking out then? And this is the thing that just gets to me about DSP more and more is that all of these problems are stuff that can be worked towards to solve or just work towards. And instead of working towards it, he decides to freak out immediately, pulls the red alert button. Well, not pulls, pushes the red alert button, gets all panic mode immediately because that's easier. It's easier to get his pay pigs shove them on hot coal, shove them there, and then have them jump out of the hot coal to give him money. That's a lot easier than trying to get the money organically. So
all depends on a lot of factors, if people keep being generous or what's going to happen. I don't know. That's what I was hoping. I knew I wasn't raising the full $17,000. That's insane. There's no way I knew I was going to ever raise that much, but I was hoping to raise between, say, $4,000 to $6,000 to put towards it. So, not in a single stream. No. Between now and then. Not in one. I was not expecting to make that in a stream. I mean, if I did, I'd be ecstatic. Like, what I was hoping. I got an anonymous dollar.
Oh no, that's a little different. Okay. So yeah. So there's that. Now maybe we should skip through this.
But I'm gonna still be on here for a little bit longer with you guys. Who knows what's gonna happen with their health? It's actually that bad where views or whatever. It's just so pathetic. And it's not my fault. It's YouTube's fault. They lost all their advertisers, So if you're watching on YouTube and you only watch on YouTube, please consider contributing in the description of the video. I mean, right here's the link. But the only 3DS game I could think of is I got a dollar tip saying, well, if you're going to take a week off in April, isn't that going to hurt all the money that you raised today? Yeah, but
Now the thing is that he can't go see his parents in May. He can't go see them in June. He has to see them in April. Why? Why April? I mean, he says, well, they're in good health, but they're not in great health. I mean, who knows what's gonna happen, man? They're like what in their 60s and 70s, 60s, 70s. I mean, like, sure, that's old, but it's not like they're gonna die. They're not on death's door. Oh, god damn it! I can't think of the saying now. Whoops. But I mean. He could kind of visit them in June or May or July. I mean, they can't wait a few months. It has to be now. It has to be April. It has to.
The bottom line is I have to do this. I've explained many times. We're in a situation where my parents are getting older. I'm in a situation where Kat obviously wants to meet them, and they want to meet Kat.
They want to meet Kat. They want to meet them. Now, if you ask him, hey, Phil, are you going to go see Kat's family? That's private. That's none of your business what we want to do, okay? Don't ask me those personal questions. But he tells us about his parents all the time. Well, obviously, it's okay for us to know about his parents because his parents are okay with him telling us about his parents' health problems and all this other stuff, even though they're happy and healthy, but they're not healthy. But but here's the thing. I got it. Their parents are healthy, but they're not healthy enough to be on an airplane healthy. When they go to that, once they enter the airport, if they enter the airport, they fucking explode. So that's why he's even told us that they're paying for transportation, the hotel, food, all this other stuff. All of these expenses are paid for by them. Come on. Yeah, they might have. They might have. They might be allergic to airports. That's what it is.
And we're in a situation where who knows what's going to happen with their health. It's actually that bad where something could happen. Where
How is it that bad? Something could happen. Did something happen? No. So then, what could happen? I mean, sure, anything could happen. No one plans a fucking emergency. Like, but it's just sudden to mention, to randomly bring up casually. Oh yeah, something could happen. Yeah, something could happen, man. Randomly at this particular time, like it's just the thing is that sure, I'm gonna be kind to DSP and say that that this whole thing might not have to do with the tag that oh my god that the money situation is purely for the taxes situation, and this is purely coincidentally unfair for him, whatever. What fine. But he doesn't at all see that this just seems too coincidental. Because if you say, well, DSP, is it a little weird that you're doing? No, it's just kind of unfair and by circumstance. But he's not. He doesn't at least acknowledge that he. I mean, he could just say, "Yeah, I know how this looks. This does look a little off, but I mean, but you have to. You just have to trust me that I have to do this." But he can't be too honest because if he does that, he's gonna be like, "Oh, you gotta uh, you gotta trust me."
like my mom put it the best way. She said, "I'd much rather have you come out here and spend time with us and us meet Cat and us do stuff together and spend significant time than you have to come out here when one of us is dying sick to say goodbye. I'd rather have it that way." And I was like, I agree with you. I'd rather.
Well, no shit. What what parent wouldn't say that? Yeah, yeah, Billy. I don't want to see you when I'm healthy. Come back when I'm on death's on in the hospital. Come see me then. Like, no shit. Wow, you telling me parents want to see their kids when they're alive and well? I would have never guessed. Never would have guessed that. No, no. I mean, to a degree, I think Cleveland would like to see me healthy. To a degree. Well, I think Cleo loves me. Cleo loves me in her own way.
Go out now before things are horrible and have a good time and good memories rather than another couple years forward, maybe something
I
horrible.
like how he makes it sound as if it's like he lives in like Beauty and the Beauty and the Restless, Young and the Restless. What's that soap opera called? I don't know. Fucking research it because do it for the joke. I'm doing it for the lulz, guys. I know it's like Beauty and the Restless. Oh, God, phone. No. Young and Restless. That's it. That's it. Young and Restless. That is the he's from that. He his whole life is that.
Happens, right?
Oh god, that
Which,
face.
God forbid
Missed
it
it.
doesn't.
Damn it.
I'd like my parents to live as long as they possibly can, obviously, but being reality here,
Being
it's not, they're not
reality.
gonna live forever. So that's what I mean. Okay. So yeah, you're right. Oh no, Phil's not gonna be streaming for a week in April. Does that mean he's losing money? Sure, but what can I do about it? Nothing. I can't do anything about it.
He could have gone to his parents in December. He could have visited them in January. He could have visited them in May. He could have visited them in June. It has to be April. But they could have gone sick before April. What about that? He gives us this. Well, they could die any moment now, guys. They could die any moment. But if you go down that little hole of logic right there, we could also argue that they could die right now. They could die tomorrow. They could die yesterday. They could have died months ago. They could have died. They could die the week he comes there. So if we're gonna pretend that it has to be absolutely now, we could also pretend that they could die from now until then. Makes no sense to introduce the possibilities here, because he could have easily postponed this trip later, but he didn't for some reason.
It has to happen. It's more important. You know, my parents are more important than me staying in this house. Just being real with all of you. They are. They're more important. Me
They're
spending
more important than staying in this house. Oh, okay.
time with them and cat meeting them, whatever, is more important.
Is that why they paid for your trip? Because you don't care. You care more about them than the house. Is that why they paid for your trip? He even told us, well, they know my situation. I can't spend the money to go see them, so they paid me to go see them. Money is not an object when it comes to seeing my parents. And what's also funny is that he's telling us, oh, I have to see them. This is important. This is for emotional stuff. We have to see them. But he told us leading up to this, the whole point of the trip is to unplug from the internet. It's to not stress out, man. The whole point is to relax and have fun. Okay, so why is it not about having fun now? Wait, what?
Losing a week of money to go see my parents. So that's what I mean. I'm going to be visiting them no matter what in April. All right. Frogs playing golf cheered. He says that a handmade gaming pillow for some retro grain. No.
Grain.
Work my ass off tomorrow. I'm streaming all day. Monday, my day out with Kat. I'm spending all day with her, and we're doing stuff. One day, what I have to do is after a full day of streaming, when I have some extra.
No, he's like, I'm gonna spend time with Kat on Monday, but during this he was counting down the minutes. I have to leave immediately to spend time with Kat. I need to spend time with Kat as much time as I can. But he has the whole day off with her. He has like it blows my mind how like clingy he is to Kat. Like he really, I mean, I guess, and that kind of tells you what happened with Leanna, if you ask me. If he's that clingy with Kat, kind of tells you who did the breaking up, if you ask me.
Extra time is try to sit down and figure something out. And I'll say this to my mod staff: if any of you use anything else and you have a recommendation,
I thought you
have a
said
setup you'd
mom
like to
for a
recommend, let
second.
me know, because I don't know at this point. Monday, my day out with Kat, I'm spending all tips were because Muxie's also a legit tip that it's not. They apparently Timbo Slice.
Whatever. Okay, so we'll just get to the very end right here. Great pose right there. Very pleased. Pleased sausage. He made 1,126. Now, the fees? So I really made 900, dude. Because he did a whole meme with the fees. So okay, so he made that much. Whatever. I still consider it a fail. And he even kind of said like, well, people weren't supporting me when I was playing Mario RPG, Donkey Kong Country, Street Fighter. When I really played those, people kind of jumped off, man. And I'm gonna tell you why they jumped off. You wanna know why they jumped off when he played those games? He already fucking played them. He played them before the marathon. I'm gonna take these off because I don't think I'm gonna watch any more videos after it. But the whole point of the marathon was, you're gonna see me play games I've never played before. I've never played Donkey Kong Country. I never played Mario RPG before on stream. I'm gonna do this stuff during the marathon. It's gonna be fresh and unique, man. And then out of nowhere, he's like, I'm gonna play Donkey Kong Country, even though that was supposed to be part of the marathon. And then he played Mario RPG. So he kind of already like exposed his viewers to these games, and then he went back to Street Fighter randomly and shit like that. And that kind of, honestly, to me, killed the momentum of those games because, I mean, let's take a look at the games when it started.
Ladies,
why did it show Tevin stream? It showed Tevin stream for a second, even though he's not streaming. What the fuck? Cool. YouTube knows what's up.
gentlemen, Dark Side.
Okay, so he made $32. Luther Cujo, the best fan, $43, 1K in tips from Nessif. That's part one. Let's go to let's Donkey Kong Country 2. No, we're not doing 2. Let's go to this. $49, $70. So I don't think they were were they the same day? Shit. I think that was the same day. So, anyways, $70 from Donkey Kong Country. Jesus. And then we have this different day, and $19. So he could have made $19+ during the marathon, which would have brought this up even higher a little bit. Then you have Mario RPG that made $24. But I guess Hank Duma didn't know he was playing this because Hank Duma loves RPGs, dude. But he'd been playing these games before the marathon, and I was thinking to myself, like, I think that was a huge mistake on his part. Like, he really should have held off from playing these games before, and it was very obvious he played these games before to just gauge the interest in these games, so he could feel confident playing them during the marathon. I think he lost confidence in these games during the course of build up to the marathon. He's like, I don't know if these games are gonna get pulling the views. I got it. I should play these games before the marathon so I could see what they could pull in. So when I do the marathon, I'm not visually negative, So he could prepare himself to be negative, I guess. Prepare for the negativity, dude. And then when the marathon happened, he continuously begged, and as you said in these little clips here, he keeps saying, he's like, "Oh, I need more money, man. This isn't enough, man." He had 700, and it jumped to fucking 900 because he kept guilting his fucking fans. And then he had the audacity to say, "People stepped up, man. They were surprising me, man." Even though they only gave him a lot of money because he cried to them about it. Think about that. He didn't make the money because his fans wanted to give him the money. No, 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 no. They only gave him the money because he cried enough. He had to cry enough to his fans to get the money, and that has happened many times before. His most successful stream were honestly the drama streams from 2018, when his channel got deleted, when he lost AdSense for like a few months. I mean, those particular vlogs, were the most profitable streams he ever had on Twitch. That's kind of why he talked about how June and July were the most profitable months of his YouTube career and his Twitch career, because he had a lot of drama going on. And then when there's just no drama going on, he has to kind of go on these little mini rants of, "Today's slow, man. I don't know what to say, man. I didn't make enough to be a dent." Yeah. And he wonders why people consider it a fucking fail. And he says in the conclusion that, "Oh, today was successful, man. People came out, man. They supported the streams. The streams went out very well. Thumbs up." But the only reason why they were successful weren't because of that. It was because he begged and cried during the fucking marathon. And the detractors were willing to say it was a success before he did these little mini rants. If he never did these mini rants that he did, mostly I think the detractors would have been torn. Like, half of them would have said it was a success, the other would have said it wasn't. But now it is pretty much unified amongst the detractors to say that it failed, because he gave us these little mini rants that kind of told us that it failed. That was a failure. Now he did say that the 4 to 6,000 weren't for the marathon. It was for from then until tax time is what he's looking for, which fair enough, but he never told us that. He hyped up that marathon stream specifically to say it was do or die. And when it kind of goes back to my theory, and I'm kind of like weak about it, but I'm just gonna stick with it at this point. He is so over dramatic about everything. He was over dramatic with the marathon to get more hype, but he never believed it. When he was saying that it was do or die, we have to raise as much funds in the marathon. He truly did not believe it. Deep down in his souls of souls, he didn't believe that. He didn't believe it was do or die. He knew he had until tax time. He just wanted to give his fans the seed of this is do or die, guys. Yeah, I could go away. This marathon is it, guys. This marathon is it. And scaring them, spooking them a little bit, give them a little fright, and to get them to participate and interact with him like crazy on the marathon. He was probably expecting, realistically, to get 1,000. Honestly, he's probably not going to tell us that, but he was probably expecting 1,000, and he got it because he cried enough, and it was a success to him. If you ask me, I think he knew deep down it was a success, but he and a failure, but he wanted to kind of paint it as some dramatic event because he knows how to be dramatic. He knows how to milk things. He's done about a lot of things, but when it comes to milking money, he knows what he's doing. Alright everyone, that is it for this video. Despite what Dark Spadil said about the marathon, it was a failure, if you ask me. I don't think it was a good... Actually, let's see if Mr. Hustaf has a more exact video about it. I don't think he did. Yeah, he doesn't. But thank you for watching this video. This video series. Oh, not series is a video. Whoops. But thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am going to be streaming this week. I'm thinking Friday. For now. It's gonna be a big bun stream. I know some of you might have been expecting Game of the Week. I'll be honest about that as well. I'm thinking about just changing the series from Game of the Week to Big Bun Game Sessions because I think that's a much more consistent series at this point because that's where I do a lot of playthroughs with. Game of the Week isn't a playthrough series. It's just a series where I just play a game for that I want to talk about for a week. I might just do it whenever, and it might not be a weekly series. It may just be whenever I want series, I guess. I don't know, but it'll be a big bun game session of Bayonetta 2. A lot of people missed that game. I missed it too. I love Devil May Cry 5. I love that game, but I was honestly thinking in the back of my mind, man, I should get back to Bayonetta 2. I really miss that character. I miss the fun and this and that. I played a little bit a few nights ago, so in the stream I might be a little bit further than what I left off in the playthrough, so it is what it is. But that Bayonetta 2 stream is coming up. I can't wait to get back into that game some more on stream for you guys. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. I hope you like the other stuff I have planned for this channel at some point, I guess. But thank you for watching. Hope to see you again in the future. Have a great week, everyone.